I may actually delete this because I don't mean to be controversial here. So I may actually delete this after I talk about it, but I'm trying to get the best lighting here. So, all right, there we go. I'll just set it down right there. Okay, so if you have not seen what's going on in the news lately, I actually stopped watching the news for a while, but then on Facebook and social media, I started to see some things that were kind of alarming. Being Asian myself, and then actually on my business Facebook page, a couple of people have sent me messages telling me be careful around in Atlanta, in the city, and they attached the news stories about the Asian businesses that got attacked by that psychotic, deranged, murderer that went around and shot up all those Asians. And right now there's a lot of talk about how there's a lot of racism going on, and hate against Asian people. And I thought this was important to address, because I think that it's difficult for a white person to come on to social media publicly and say, hey guys, white people aren't like that. I think that it could come across a little bit. So I feel like being an Asian person here in Atlanta or in Georgia, I think that it's important to at least give my experience. And in my experience, I have experienced racism here in here in Georgia, especially out in the outer parts. But I've also experienced the opposite: kindness, humanity. Not all, and I'm gonna say it, not all white people here in Georgia are like that. Especially my experience. So I'll just tell you about recently when I got my hunter safety course. So I took a hunter safety course because you have to in order to get a hunter license. That's another story. But I had to go to Noonan, Georgia, South Georgia, in order to take the hunter certification course. And, in that class, there was 7 other Chinese kids. They were younger kids, like teenagers. There was about 6 white people, and there was 1 black person, and myself. So in total, there's about eight of us Asian guys, We were thick as thieves in there. But anyways, and the gentleman conducting the class was as Southern as you come, But there was no weird tension. It was so, we were all laughing. We were all having a great time, interacting with each other, asking questions. We all, even when I was leaving, one of the guys in the class with me, he was like, happy hunting. And I was like, you too, and he was a black guy, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't want to say I don't see color or racism. There's no racism. There is. And I think that you find what you look for, right? Seek and you shall find. If you look for it, of course it's there. But if you look for the kindness, the humanity, the compassion between human beings, that's there as well. When I was at the archery range, this is in Stockbridge, Georgia, Panola Mountain, there was a couple of guys shooting behind me. They were shooting a compound bow. And we started talking, and we got along great. And they were good old boys, Southern, hunters. And we got along great, and I was in my Chinese outfit. I was in my Chinese Kung Fu uniform, the red one, because I went there straight after work. And there's these, country boys, talking with the guy in a Chinese Kung Fu outfit at the archery range. We got along great. What's another one? My friend Lloyd, he's a groomer down in South Georgia as well. He looks like the Marlboro Man. He loves me. I love him. You would never think the Marlboro Man and Jackie Chan would hang out, and love each other. But we do. I love that good old boy. And I just feel like, if you're looking for it, yes, it's there. And what that person did, what just happened with the Asian businesses that got hit up like that, that's terrible. And that's wrong. And that person needs to, come to justice, needs to be served. And the devastation the devastating impact that's going to have on those families, that's real. And I don't want to like minimize it or dismiss what happened. But I also want to say that it's wrong to say that all white people here in Georgia are like that guy. That's one crazy deranged person. And he probably is racist against Asians, but it's wrong to group a whole people and say, because isn't that racist? Isn't it a racist to think that just because somebody is white and they look a certain way, they dress a certain way, they talk a certain way, just because they're born and raised in South Georgia and that's just how they dress and talk and they love hunting, does that mean that it's safe to assume that they're racist against Asians? All of them are like that? You know, fuck that guy and everybody that looks like him? No, right? It's just that one guy. Fuck him. Not everybody looks like him, right? What's up, Raquel? Claire says, I'm so sorry to hear that you suffered racism. It is disgusting. Unfortunately, it's everywhere. But as you say, we have to remember there are more good people out there than bad. Exactly. Raquel says, I love all people. No, she doesn't. Raquel, I don't know why you have to lie so much, Raquel. Anyways, or maybe it's just me because, man, I've been trying. I've been barking up that tree, guys, and she won't have me. No, I was kidding. Anyways, I'm sorry for ruining it with a dumb joke like that, but I just felt like this is important, at least for Asian guys. Yesterday, I was in my Kung Fu outfit. The day before that, I was in my red Kung Fu outfit. Yesterday, I wore black because my red one got dirty. They're both in the... Anyways, I was wearing my red Kung Fu outfit the other day. I went to Publix to get some water. Where else did I go? I think that's it. Publix. No. Where did I go? I can't remember anymore. But anyways, everywhere I stopped here in Atlanta in my red Kung Fu outfit, people would look at me. Some people would look and then they'd do like a double take. Like, did I just see what I just saw? Yeah, you saw an Asian guy in a freaking ponytail wearing a red Kung Fu outfit out in public. But the thing is, I didn't get any mean looks. I only got smiles, if anything. People would look at me and kind of smile and chuckle, you know, because it's not every day you see Jet Li walking around in a Kung Fu outfit, you know what I'm saying? Ready to jump kick your ass. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't. Why would I do that? Anyways, what I'm saying though is, in my experience, there's no danger in walking around Atlanta or anywhere in Georgia as an Asian person. I'm sure that there's as much danger in it as walking around as a white person or a black person. You see what I'm saying? There is danger out there, of course. And there are some people who are racist against your particular race, whether you're white or black or Asian or whatever, Hispanic. There are people out there that don't like you just because of your race. But it's not right to assume that everybody in a group is that way. To say all white people here in Georgia are racist, that's not right, you know? Because in my experience, that's not true. Let's see. Claire, people should be more like dogs. Doodles don't care. Their pal is just... Exactly. Claire says, you rock it. You can wear anything as long as you own it. Exactly. I walked around like, you know, anyways, I got to get going. I just wanted to make this because I just had a conversation with Sandra. You guys remember Sandra? Anyways, and we were talking about this and I was like, you know what? Because if Sandra were to make a video saying, hey guys, hey y'all, all us white people, we're not like that, right? I feel like it would be a little bit more acceptable for an Asian person who lives in Georgia to say, hey guys, all white people here in Georgia are not like that. And it's wrong to assume so. That was one crazy guy, you know, and there are other crazy guys. Remember the Korean guy that shot up Virginia Tech, right? That Korean kid? And then all Korean people, myself included, were like, hey guys, we're not like that. That's just one crazy Korean kid, you know? Same thing. I think the white people would feel like saying about this one guy, hey guys, white people are not like that. That's just one crazy white guy, you know? So anyways, hopefully this doesn't get me canceled, you know? But I just felt like it was important to say. See you guys.